Mr. Chairman, my amendment seeks to ensure that this legislation does not erase or ignore the undeniable history of systemic racism in our country. It adds a section to the top of the bill that is a straightforward acknowledgement that, quote, the federal government has implemented policies that perpetuate systemic racism, end quote. Systemic racism refers to a network of public policies, institutional practices, cultural norms, and social structures that work together to maintain racial inequities. This is not a matter of opinion. It is a matter of fact that originates in the founding of this nation and has implications to this very day. Our government has been deeply intertwined with this system, from enshrining slavery and the Three-Fifths Compromise into the United States Constitution to implementing redlining, segregation, and other discriminatory policies based on race. Now, I know that talking about the existence of racism in America makes some uncomfortable, but remember, this is a bill that you all brought up. So to my colleagues, let me just say that acknowledging these truths is not an act of blame. It is an act of responsibility. We must take responsibility. If you are serious about ending reverse racism, you need to acknowledge that it exists in the first place. And that means voting in favor of this amendment.
Gentlelady yields back. I'll recognize myself. Oppose the amendment, which adds a rule of construction to the bill's amendments to the Civil Rights Act to state that nothing in the bill should be interpreted as denying that the federal government has implemented policies that perpetuate systematic racism. Nothing in the bill speaks to the issue. Therefore, no rule of construction is necessary. I urge my colleagues to oppose the amendment. Any other members seek recognition?
Now here's where the tension really lies. Pressley wants history front and center in legislation. She believes that naming systemic racism explicitly is crucial for progress. Comer, on the other hand, is saying, this bill isn't about that, and we don't need to add unrelated political statements. This is a microcosm of the broader debate happening in America right now. Should every policy discussion include historical context about race? Or does that just bog down legislation with language that doesn't actually change outcomes? Some will say Pressley's amendment is essential, because how can you fix a problem if you don't name it? Others will argue, like Comer did, that it's virtue signaling, unnecessary, and basically inserting ideology where it doesn't belong. So what do you think? Should Congress explicitly acknowledge systemic racism in bills like this? Or was Comer right to say, look, this isn't relevant here. Let's stick to the actual legislation? Let me know in the comments. I'll be checking them out. And again, don't forget to like this video, share it if you found it interesting, and subscribe for more breakdowns of what really goes down in Washington. Until next time, stay tuned.